Hey everyone, it's Mel. We're going to do a half-hour class today. We're going to get things moving a little bit. This is going to be more of a power yoga, a strength yoga. So you'll need some water and just some nice comfortable clothing and a mat, and that is all. All right. So we're starting in a standing position. We're gonna start at the top of our mat. I'm just gonna face you for now, but I will be moving to the other side. So we want to start with our feet hips width apart. Our hips or our ankles land right underneath our hips. We're keeping everything in line, shoulders, hips down to our ankles, and we're going to start with taking a deep breath in, lifting all the way up. We're going to exhale forward down to our toes, and we're going to hold here, just letting our upper body hang. So you can cross your arms over elbow to elbow if you like, shaking that upper body in a yes-like motion. It's up to you. Good. So bringing those hands back down. Now we want to bend our knees, hinge our hips, dropping our hips down. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Good. Now we're going to exhale into chair pose. So our arms are going to come up, out to the front. We're going to sit our hips back into chair, weight into the middle of our feet. Good. Rolling back onto our heels slightly, tucking that tailbone in. And as we come up, we're going to roll onto our front toes, take a deep breath in, and lift up. Exhale, sitting back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Good. Keeping that going. Flow down. Flow up. Strong arms. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. If you want to come up onto your toes, you can do so. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Last one. And coming down to that mountain pose. Shoulders roll back. Standing up nice and tall. Crown of our head towards the top. Or crown of our head towards the ceiling. Take deep breaths in. Good. All right, so we're going to take a wide stance on our mat. So facing the long edge of your mat, you're going to turn the toes out to the sides. Heels are in. We're going to do something called, we're going to do a prayer squat. We're going to come in and out of prayer squat. So this is keeping our shoulders back. We're going to sit down. We want to make sure our knees stay out. So trying to stop them from caving in, bringing them right back out. So hands at heart center. We're just going to come up, squeeze up, exhale, lower down. Then we're going to bring our heels up. Lower them down, come all the way up, squeeze up, lower down, heels up, down, lift up, lower, heels up, lower down, lift up, down, heels up. Good. So as we come up, we're inhaling, exhale, lower. Awesome. So always bring your gaze up. Try not to look at the floor. Keep your gaze right up towards the wall. Good. One more time. All right, all the way up. Now we're going to bring our toes in, heels out. We're going to bend our knees slightly, come down, letting that upper body hang. Good. Now walking those feet in, so we're in our forward fold. We're going to bring our hands up to our shins, coming halfway up to a monkey pose. So our back is straight, shoulders roll back, crown of the head pushes forward, holding here. Good. Bending the knees, hinge the hips, take a deep breath, come all the way up. Palms together, lower down through heart center. Good. All right, so we're going to move into our sun salutations. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. Feet are hips width apart. And we'll do the stretch version first, and then we'll move on to the strength. So we're going to start by taking a deep breath in. Arms come up over our head. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to step that right foot back and drop the knee down, coming into a kneeling lunge. Arms reach up overhead. Good. Sitting back into a child's pose. Hands come down to the mat. Step that front foot back, sitting all the way back. Child's pose. Coming forward into a kneeling plank. Good. Our core is engaged. We're lowering down to that crocodile. Hover over the mat. Give that upper body some strength. Lower down. Squeeze those back muscles. Inhale, press back. Child's pose. Now we're going to step the right foot forward. Coming all the way up to that crescent lunge. And hands coming back down to the ground. Turn that back toe under. Step up to forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. And we're going to sit back into that chair. Exhale to chair. Inhale up. Forward fold. Good. This time step the left foot back. Coming into that kneeling lunge. Back to that child's pose. Pressing forward to plank. Lower down to crocodile. Hover over the mat. Release to cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands off the ground. Press back to that child's pose. Good. Step that right foot forward, or that left foot forward. Coming all the way up to crescent lunge. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Exhale to chair. Good. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. We're going to do full strength now. Stepping that right foot back into a full lunge. Coming all the way up to crescent lunge. Remember, if you want to just go down to kneeling, child's pose, that's okay. Forward fold. Downward facing dog. Or child's pose, whatever you prefer. Press forward to plank or kneeling. Slowly release to crocodile. All the way down to cobra. Or if you prefer, up dog, which is hands and the top of the feet on the mat. Everything else is up. It's okay just to rest down if you like, depending on your back. Back to that downward facing dog. Now we're going to pull that right foot up into the air. Swing it forward to lunge. Coming back up to that crescent lunge. Forward fold. Reverse swan. Exhale to chair. Inhale up. Forward fold. Stepping that left foot back all the way up to crescent lunge or kneeling lunge. Down dog or child's pose. Press forward to plank or kneeling. Crocodile. Cobra or up dog. Back to down dog or child's pose. Left foot into the air. Swing it forward to that lunge. Crescent lunge. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Exhale to chair. One more time, each side. Inhale, reach, forward fold. Right foot steps back. Crescent lunge. Down dog or child's pose. Pressing forward to plank. Crocodile. Cobra or up dog. Down dog or child's pose. Right foot comes into the air, swinging it forward to lunge. Crescent lunge. Forward fold. Reverse swan. Exhale to chair. Inhale up. Forward fold. Left foot steps back. Crescent lunge. Down dog or child's pose. Press forward to plank. Crocodile. Cobra or up dog. Down dog or child's. Left foot into the air. Swing that foot forward. Kneeling or full lunge. Forward fold. Reverse swan. Into chair. Take a deep breath in. Palms touch down through heart center. So we're going to move on. That was our sun salutations. We're going to move on to some warrior poses. These are going to be a little bit quicker than usual though. So we're going to start back at the top of our mat. Feet are hips width apart. We're going to step that right foot back into left foot back. Doesn't matter which foot back. We're going to do the same thing on each side because it's all about balance. So that back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Front foot is forward. We're going to swing our hips to face that front foot, squaring up our shoulders and our hips, bringing that front knee over top of the ankle. Arms reach up. Good. So we're in a warrior one position here. Now we're going to open up to that warrior two, bringing our arms out to the sides. Back foot's parallel, front foot stays forward. We're going to bring that front knee over top of that ankle. Arms reaching out as far as we can away from the body, pushing our mat apart. We're going to straighten that front knee and drop it back down, coming into a few lunges, strengthening that front leg, our hamstring, glutes, and quad, up and down. Good, one more time. Holding at the bottom, front palm turns up, reverse warrior, opening up those ribs. So reaching up, really keep that knee over top of that ankle in the front. Good, back to warrior two, bringing that elbow down to the knee into side angle. Feel free to open up your stance slightly and reach down to the ground. Rolling our upper body forward, turning those toes in, heels out. Let that upper body hang down. Good. We're going to walk our hands over to the right side or left side if I'm mirroring you. And over to the other side. Back to center. We're going to walk our feet in so they're just outside of our shoulders, heels in, toes out. We're going to start to drop our hips down, coming into a frog pose. So finding that good position. If you can't go all the way down, just hold, bending the knees. That's okay too. Just go as far as you feel comfortable today. This is your practice. I'm just a guide. Good. Hands bringing back down to the ground. Slowly start to move those hips back up. Walking those feet in. Slowly up to that monkey pose. Stretching out the back. Shoulders roll back. Crown of the head pushes forward. And we're going to bend those knees. Hinge the hips. Take a deep breath in all the way up. Palms touch. Down through heart center. Awesome. We're going to step back to the top of our mat. Moving to the other side. So that opposite foot. So our right foot's going to come back. And that back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Front foot's forward. Hips swing forward without falling over. And we're going to bend into that front knee. Arms reach up. Good. If you want a little bit of a opener, chest opener, you can come to cactus arms and squeeze those shoulder blades together. That's also a good stretch for your chest and strengthen your back muscles a little bit. Good. Opening up to warrior two. Back foot's parallel, front foot's forward. We're going to bend into that front knee. Straighten it up. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale in. Good. Strengthening those legs. Good. One last time. Holding at the bottom. Turning that front palm up, reverse warrior. Good. Back to that warrior two. And elbow comes down to that knee. Or if you like, widen your stance, reach down for the ground. And slowly roll forward to that wide stance straddle once again. Toes in, heels out. This time we're gonna either hang on to your legs and pull yourself in, or if you like, bring your hands together, palms stay together, fingers interlace, and push those arms up. Good, release those hands down. We're gonna walk those feet in slightly. Moving back to that froggy pose, this time we're gonna try crow. So it's completely up to you if you wanna try this or not. So we're bringing ourselves all the way down. We're gonna rest, squeeze into our arms with our knees rather than resting on. So you're gonna come up onto your hands and lifting both feet up off the ground if you can. Squeezing into that body. Doesn't matter how hard you or how long you hold. Just giving it a try if you like. Sometimes putting a pillow right in front of you, not a bad idea. Because sometimes you can fall forward and that doesn't feel too super. Or you can just rest on it. Alright, that's just for fun. Anyway, coming back up. And back up to that monkey pose. This time moving into airplane. So we're going to roll the shoulders back, bring the crown of the head forward, hands come up by our sides, reach for the back. Good, and bend the knees, hinge the hips, take a deep breath in. Palms touch, lower down through heart center. Good. All right, so we're going to try another sequence. We're going to start in our prayer squat. All right, so hands coming together. We're just going to lower down. And then we're going to take a deep breath in, arms reach up, and we're going to scoop up some air. Inhale, reach. Palms come together. Down to prayer squat. Inhale, up. Scoop up some air. Inhale, up. Lower down. Good, we're going to do each movement 5 times. One last time. Palms together, lower down, good. Now we're going to come into a lunge position. So starting with the right, my right foot, your left foot if you like. And we're going to come into a lunge position. So dropping that front knee down, over top of the ankle, arms reach up. Good. And we're going to bring our hands back together, stepping that back foot in slightly to warrior 2, arms back up, opening up to cactus arms. Now we're going to, from here we're going to move to warrior 3. So warrior 3 is like a T position. So we're going to reach our arms forward, and we're going to come up onto that front foot, coming into a T position, balancing here. And before we go back, we're going to bring our hands down to the floor in front of us, coming into that standing splits position. Good, drop that back foot down to lunge, coming all the way back up, crescent lunge, palms together, facing forward once again, back down, good. So we're going to take a deep breath in, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale prayer squat for 1. Good. Exhale over, inhale up. Good, last one. Good, all right, bring that opposite foot to the other side. Lunge on the other leg, bending forward. Arms reach up into that lunge, crescent lunge, holding here. Good, palms touch, lower down. Bring that back foot so it's warrior one position at a 45-degree angle. Hips swing forward, bend into that front knee. Arms reach up. And we're bringing our arms forward into that warrior three position. We're going to push off that back foot, coming into that T position. So balancing here. Hips are level with the ground. And release down into that standing splits. Good. Bring it down to a forward fold. So bring that foot right in. Good. Hands coming to our shins. Slowly up, halfway. Shoulders roll back. Crown of the head pushes forward. And slowly release down. We're going to place our hands down on the mat. Step our feet back to downward facing dog. Good. So push that head in between the bicep. Knees are bent. We're going to start to pedal at our heels. Slowing it down just a little bit. Good. So we're going to place that right or that left foot in the middle of the mat. Right foot goes into the air. So we're going to exhale, pull that knee into the chest. Inhale, raise it back up. Exhale in. Inhale, lift. Exhale in. Inhale, lift. Good. One more time. Lower that foot down, pedaling out the heels. All right. We're going to drop our knees down, sit back to child's pose to stretch out those quads. And then we're going to move to the other side. So pressing up, turning those toes under, lift all the way up. We're going to plant that right foot in the middle of the mat, left foot reaches up. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, in. Inhale, lift. Good. One more time. After that. Good. Bring those feet down to the mat. Pedal out the heels. Good. Drop those knees down. Drop the elbows. Coming into dolphin pose. So head hovers over the mat between the forearms. Shoulders push away from the ears. You can rest on your knees or tuck your toes under. Bring the hips up into full dolphin. And bring those knees back down. Coming back to that all four position. Good. All right. So we're going to stretch out a little bit here on the ground. We're going to come to a seated position. And bring those feet out in front. We're going to do a single leg stretch. So keeping that right foot out if I'm mirroring you. Left foot into that inner thigh. And we're going to bring our right arm on the inside of that leg. Left arm's going to reach up, stacking that wrist over top of our shoulder. And relax down. We're going to pull that leg, that bent knee, right over top. You can keep your leg extended, or if you like, tuck it into the side. Either way, it's up to you. If you're going to leave that leg out, pull the toes in towards the body. All right, then we're going to twist. We're going to hug our knee, twisting towards that leg, and opening up our chest, shoulders roll back, looking back at the back wall. And releasing forward, switching sides. So we're going to pull that right foot into the left inner thigh, and that left arm comes on the inside of that leg. Reach the right arm up, stacking the wrist over top of the shoulder. And relax down, cross that leg over the other. Feel free to leave it out. If you want to tuck it in, you can do that as well. Hugging that knee, twist to the side, shoulders back, chest up. And release forward, good. Bring the bottoms of our feet together, holding onto our ankles. We're going to roll the shoulders back, tucking our chest in, neck follows the spine. Open up those hips. And bring it back, knees come up. Holding behind the knees on the hamstring, we're going to bring one foot up at a time. So finding that space between your hip bones, your sit bones, and your tailbone. We're going to bring one foot up at a time. Holding here, arms come out to the sides in boat pose. So from side view, holding here, shoulders back, chest up. And slowly lower down. Good. Bringing our feet to a seated position. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Good. A few more times. And release. Good. All right. Finding the center of our mat. Using one leg to guide us down. We're going to come all the way back, knees into our chest. And we're going to bring our knees out to a 90-degree angle. So those knees coming out, flexing those feet. We want to make sure that our knees are right over top of our hips. Hands come behind our head. Legs are at a 90 degree. Exhale, lift the chin and chest, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Good, keep that going. So do a few more at your own pace. And release. Drop those feet down, hands down by your sides. We're going to walk those heels in. Push into the heels, lift the hips up. Good. Holding here in bridge pose, we're going to start to do some bridge merging. So we're going to pull the knee in and release it down. Pull the knee in, release it down. Pull the knee in and down. Exhale in, inhale down. Exhale in, inhale down. Good. One more time each side. Holding here in bridge, so keep that up. relax down, pulling one knee in at a time, holding behind the knees on the hamstrings. Gently rock from side to side. Good. So you can relax down into a final relaxation pose, taking 5 minutes for yourself just to relax your body, sink into your mat, let it all go. And for those of you who won't be joining us in final relaxation, thank you for practicing with me today. I look forward to the next time. Namaste.